Hello everyone, how is everyone doing? This is Udovi and this is actually my first video on this YouTube channel. We're gonna try playing some Minecraft and we're gonna try learning to play this game because I haven't played it for around 12 years or even more. So whatever you see here is just me trying to remember some things that I had known before, and at the same time we're gonna try reading some Reddit stories, and that's the plan for now. So yeah, of course, first things first, we have to chop down some trees as usual, and we're gonna go from there further. Well, would you look at that? As I start playing, I already get tickled by Mr. Bear. Bear, not beer, it's a bear. So yeah, this is the first pleasant, inviting surprise. The first time I'm playing Minecraft after 12 years. So well, anyways, without further ado, enjoy my goofy ass gameplay and just listen to some Reddit stories I'm gonna tell you right now. Am I being the asshole for getting an extra order of fries for my girlfriend? I feel like I'm going absolutely crazy for this being an argument, and I need some objective to tell me if I fucked up. My girlfriend is a French bandit. She always takes half of my French fries without fail. When we go out and I get a burger with fries, I already know half are going to her. My issue is that French fries are one of my favorite foods because I have the palate of a child. I always get myself a side of fries, and I always ask my girlfriend if she wants fries as well. It's always a no. But once they show up, half go to her. So, recently, we were out for a dinner and I wanted a steak fries and she wanted a salad. I was hungry and admittedly had a bad day and was grouchy. And I asked her if she also wanted fries with her salad. She said no. When the server came, I ordered for us and I ordered my steak fries and a salad for her and an extra side of fries. She said that she didn't want fries. I said that I wanted extra fries, so we pushed on. When the server dropped off the food, I immediately pushed the extra fries to her. She was upset. She said she didn't want them. Then I said I'd have them. As we got into the car, she told me that I was being a dick and ordering fries for her when she said that she didn't want them. It was incredibly condescending of me to assume I know what she wants. The kicker is she ate the extra fries. She wanted the extra fries. I ate my fries and she ate pretty much the entire side. Even though I was planning on eating them, she's been with me for a year. Of course, I know she's gonna eat the fries. She does it every time. She's been pissed about it, since I feel like I'm taking crazy pills on why I'm the asshole here. Well, pretty interesting story, as I could say. What do you guys think? In my opinion, I don't see an issue here. When he did this order of fries for her, he made a decision to confront her about her eating habits. And I think he did the right thing, because even if it's a small everyday situation that he has to live with, it still bothers him. And both sides have feelings, both sides opinions are important. So I think he just wanted to express his as you can see, feelings towards her eating habits, and he just confronted her indirectly by ordering some fries for her, and she got hurt by, insulted by it. But it's just, I think one of the ways you can confront some issues that you have with each other, and they do not always have to be direct, as you can see right here. I think after this incident, I think they will have addressed this issue more thoroughly. I think it's gonna work out better at the end of the day. Alright, we're gonna be moving to the next story very quickly, very soon, very fast. Right now, I just found some sort of interesting location here in Minecraft. I didn't know that Minecraft has some places like these. I don't know, guys, what it is. If you have an idea, let me know what kind of location I had visited right now. I have no idea. There's some lava, there's some leftovers or something. So I'm not sure what it is, but it looks interesting. But without further ado, let's move to the second story. I will never fully get over what happened to me years ago. You can't and should never trust anyone. It's just the way it is. Me and my ex were together for about 4 years. We were both teenagers and into our early 20s around this time. We did everything together, and she was my best friend. I went to her high school prom with her. I did basically everything for her. I took care of her needs. I never cheated. I always tried to be understanding and supportive. She told me no one else had cared for her or treated her this good. She even told me one time that sometimes she wouldn't even have had food if it wasn't for me getting it for her. I even saved her life one time and rode with her in the ambulance to the hospital. I got a job working 12-hour night shifts to try and make better money so I could take care of us and the future we talked about with each other. Well, I worked there for a couple of months, and one day she just woke up and told me she didn't like me anymore. She didn't know why. Maybe it was because I worked too much, she said, but she would keep changing her answer as to why she no longer had feelings for me. It was a complete 180 flip from the person I thought I knew. She turned hostile and cruel against me. She abandoned me with my dying grandmother. When we broke up, I obviously cried. I tried to call her. I told her I didn't understand that I loved her. I asked what I did wrong. She couldn't give me an answer, really. She would just act like all the times we had together over the last few years was a joke. I reminded her of everything we did and everything I did for her. She literally just smirked and said she didn't give a fuck and then hung up on me. She then proceeded to get with some old man and married him on my birthday. They got pregnant and named their kid what we said we would name our kid. You can't even make this stuff up. I wasn't perfect, sure. But I just couldn't understand how anyone could be so cold and heartless. That girl used to beg me to marry her. I would have never done this to her. This was over 5 years ago, and I still think about it a lot. Probably almost every day. That shit legit traumatized me. I freaked out when it happened, and seeing my grandma slowly lose her mind to Parkinson's and die was too much at once. I lost my job, and I had to start over again. Me and my now wife met maybe half a year later. Every day I live in a constant fear and anxiety that she will one day get bored of me and will do the same thing. Every time we have a little argument, every time I try to show her affection and she isn't in the mood, every time she doesn't tell me she loves me for a while, I do not know. I do not show it. But I panic on the inside and I think to myself like, oh god, here it comes. She doesn't like me anymore and is going to leave me for dead, just like the last one. It's going to happen again. And this time, it will be so much worse, even because we are married and live together. Me and my wife have been together for over 5 years now, married for not quite two. I am terrified of losing her. I try to do everything I can and do my best, but I fear I will never be good enough to make a woman happy and content with me, no matter what I do. It just seems like none of them are attracted to me long term, and once they do not need me anymore, they leave. Maybe I am worthless subhuman. I just want to love someone that will love me the same way. I am sorry. I am not good enough. I could keep going on and on, but that's just the sum of it. I think many of us have experienced something similar as this guy has experienced. And I can reassure you, man, the author of this confession is that it is you are not the problem. It just that's how just life is. That's how human biology works. Just that's how people work. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. Oh shit, why is there a creeper here? What the heck is going on? Well, anyway, uh, it just there's this problem with us humans that we get bored of things that we are comfortable being around. Oh, come on. Why is there a second creeper? What's going on? They trying to rob my fancy ass apartment. So what I was trying to say is I noticed with my friends and with some colleagues that with my male friends, that there's often occasions that some women get just bored of the people they are with. They want a thrill, they want some spark in their lives once again. Because when they feel comfortable living with a stable and nice man, some of those women prefer having more spark, more action in their lives. So it might have happened something like this. Maybe the person that dumped you had some fantasies, had some different goals in her life. She maybe wanted to have a quicker way of getting a comfortable and luxurious life that this older man had provided her with. And this is just completely, it is hurtful, but at the same time it is just how some people prefer their lives to be around. The thing is, that what I want to try to say is that it is this difficult trauma that this person experienced, but that doesn't mean that he has to put his insecurities on the new person he is being with. It's a hard thing to do, but he has to try not project your insecurities on another person that you are with right now. I know it is really hard thing to do, but she's at this moment innocent, and just having one bad experience doesn't make every person guilty of making you feel insecure. You should try working on yourself and try to expect that the risks are always there, but that doesn't mean that you have to already judge every encounter with a woman as a thing that she's gonna betray you in some sort of way. That's pretty much it. Well, I'm not an expert on these things. I'm just have some experience, and I can tell that there's every person is different. There are many different people all around the world, and there are bad people, there are good people, there are great women, there are evil women, there's great men, there's evil men. It's just that's how the world works, and you should try your best and not be judgmental on the people that haven't done you nothing wrong right now. That's it on my part. Oh wow, what is bubbling here? Oh, interesting. Okay. Next one is, am I the asshole for refusing to let my girlfriend's younger sister stay with us after she continues to disrespect me in front of both of our families? 24, male, have been with my girlfriend Sarah, 24 years old, female, for almost 3 years. We live together in an apartment that we split 60-40, mine being 60%, since I make more income than her. Her younger sister Emily, 18 years old, has always been kind of a spoiled, and she just does what she wants. She's loud, loves attention, and basically has no filter. Last weekend, my parents and her parents came over for a dinner. First time they visited our place since we moved in. My girlfriend's sister invited her over too, which was annoying, but whatever. During dinner, her sister out of nowhere just starts making comments about how my acne was getting bad and how I've been gaining weight recently, and that my girlfriend Sarah could do better looks wise. But at least I am reliable and make a lot of money. So it makes up for it. She said it multiple times, giggling as well, while my girlfriend just kind of told her to shut up, but didn't go too far since we were in front of our family. Oh wow, look at this, I found some sort of village, looks interesting. I wonder what they have in here. My parents looked super uncomfortable during this, but as adults, they didn't say anything or escalated the situation since my girlfriend's family was there as well. I stayed quiet during the dinner, but afterwards I pulled my girlfriend aside and told her I was pissed and hate how her sister has no filter or respect, and how her parents just let her do whatever she wants. Emily has made similar comments before about me, whether it was about my friends, my height, my body, etc. And I've asked her to stop making comments about me or to me if she has nothing polite to say. My girlfriend said I was overreacting and that her sister is just like that. and she doesn't mean anything by it, and she just teasing me because I am family. The next day, Emily texts her family group chat. I'm not in it, it's just my girlfriend's family. Asking if she can crash stay at our place for the time being because of some drama she has with her roommates at her college dorm. I also assume she texted her family group chat as opposed to her sister directly so that her parents could see the messages as well, and it would look worse on us if we potentially said no. Regardless, I immediately told my girlfriend no, and that I'm not comfortable having someone in my home who openly disrespects me, especially after she just did it in front of our parents. Now, my girlfriend is mad at me saying I'm being petty and that I'm supposed to help her because she's her little sister. She's giving me the silent treatment and being dry to me as well right now. And her mom even texted me saying I need to be more understanding because Emily is going through a lot. I feel like I'm being made out to be a bad guy when I feel like I'm just setting a reasonable boundary after being insulted repeatedly. But I'm maybe I'm being too sensitive and I should just let it go for the sake of peace of my girlfriend? I don't know. I just need advice. Honestly, I don't know, guys. I think this time this person might be a bit too sensitive when I look about the things he claims that she has done to him. So let's say she says that he has acne, so she's telling the truth. In a way, she's encouraging him. Well, I think she pointed out the things that happened on his appearance, and she's just being honest because she sees him as family. She's being upfront, and that is her character. The way I see this woman, she's not. Of course, we do not know more details because he provided the author of this story provided not enough intel to understand the full picture. But from what we can see is that nobody's reacting to it. Neither, uh, from what I can see, neither her parents, neither the author's parents, unless they're trying to be polite, neither his girlfriend. So from what I can see, he might be reacting. Of course, it feels insulting the way she just being upfront about things that is happening to this guy's appearance and everything. But the thing is, why should you be overreacting over the things that are true? It's not like she was lying about those things that are happening to you, is it? Or about his girlfriend. So I'm not sure if I would be completely in support of this person's story because she's young, she's not grown up. 18 years old is not, it's nothing. So that person is still growing, that person is still a bit how to say, a bit spirited, as you can see. So she just has less filters, and yeah, I don't think she said anything too harsh in my opinion. So I would say he might be overreacting, especially if your girlfriend herself is just telling you because she knows her sister more better than you do, and she just says that she's just teasing you. She wasn't even saying these things in a harmful way, in a aggressive, in a hostile way. She was just teasing you. So I think you are definitely overreacting, man, because there's like the things she said doesn't sound insulting that much. I think she's just a kid. Leave her be, I think. So yeah, I do think you overreacted on this one. I don't know, guys, what you think? I might have incorrect opinion by I might be wrong, guys, but that's how I just feel about this confession, about this Reddit. I also do think that instead of writing this whole paragraph on Reddit about such a minor inconvenience, you should have just, if you are that sensitive, you should just had confronted her about these things that you don't like and not just secretly share this on Reddit, and just be direct, set boundaries, tell her that you do not like when she's talking with you this way, and I think you would go miles by doing that instead of, as from what I can see right now, you being just discreet and trying to keep these feelings for yourself and for the Reddit. So I think if you just had clear communications with her and set the things that you do not like hearing that she says that are basically true. I think she just being unfiltered and just saying the truth. So I think if you just talked about these things that you don't want to hear the truth from her, I think the story would have went differently. My 19-year-old daughter is pregnant by my former fiancé. I still can't believe I'm typing this. My 19-year-old daughter came home from college and told me she's pregnant. When I asked who the father was, she refused to tell me for days. I thought it was someone married, or a professor, or some other situation she was scared to explain. Turns out it's my former fiancé, the man I was supposed to marry 20 years ago. He's 43 now. Apparently, they met at a coffee shop near the campus. They started talking, began dating, and a few months later, she got pregnant. The worst part is that he recognized her last name almost immediately and knew exactly who she was, but he never told her. He admitted he knew she was my daughter and continued seeing her anyways. Now they are talking about moving in together and raising the baby. My daughter keeps saying she's an adult and that they are in love. I do not want him back. That's not the issue. I just cannot understand how a man who once planned a future with me is now having a child with my daughter. My family is completely divided, and I honestly feel like I'm living in some sort of nightmare. Man, well, wow. Looking at the village here, it's way more pleasant than reading this story, honestly. Wow, that is a crazy story. What can I say? Honestly, how can you live with this? How is your day-to-day life gonna be like when you see your daughter just taking care of the child from your ex-fiance, just so weird, because after 20 years now gonna be seeing your former fiance at the same time. You're gonna know that it was the love of your life 20 years ago, and now it's the love of your life. It's the love of the life of your daughter. It's so weird. So I have no comments, honestly. It's so ridiculous. And yeah, this is probably the craziest story I read today. I don't know. What about you guys? What do you think about this whole situation? All right, we are going to move now to the last story for today. And the story is going to be a bit longer than the previous ones. So let's go. My brother tried to pull a fast one on his wife, and she did an Uno reverse, and I'm laughing, watching him scramble. My brother, fake name Dick, and his wife Anna have been having some serious marital problems, which is 99% Dick's fault. Anna is a stay-at-home mom, goes to college online, and has a side business with an MLM. But whatever, she has made some new friends and seems to be happier. Before they had kids, Dick and Anna had a solid marriage. Anna told me after the kids came, their marriage slowly went downhill, and now it's on life support. Anna does everything for the kids, and Dick wins a medal for watching the kids for 30 minutes while Anna cooks dinner. He's more than capable of taking care of them, but chooses to let Anna do everything if he can get away with it. The MLM Anna is involved with is having a big convention this week. We are locals, but Anna decided to do a staycation and is staying at a hotel near the convention with her friends. This has been planned for months. Anna told Dick to take the time off work and made it very clear she needed a break, and this would be a really good opportunity to network. Over Christmas, she asked him if he got approved for the time off, and he said, yeah. I told her he is going to mess this up for you, and she told me he better not. She called me in tears, and Dick texted her that an emergency came up at work and he would not be able to take off. He had to put in a long day on Tuesday and would be flying out on Wednesday. He was so sorry and would make up to her. I thought she was going to have a breakdown. She could barely walk. I told her to calm down and finish packing and pick her kids up from school. I said I would watch them until Dix got home. She did not want me in the middle. I told her, fuck Dick, and we've never been close, and I did not give a damn how he reacted. I watched the kids until Dick strolled in at 10 p.m. and I told him he was a selfish piece of shit on my way out of the door. He blasted my phone and I put him on D&D. I talked with Anna yesterday and he blasted her phone as well. She ended up telling him they could either get marriage counseling or see divorce lawyers. His choice, but he better stop calling her unless it was an emergency with the kids or she was calling to talk to them. He cooled his jets after being told that. He stopped by my house and I spoke to him through the Ring camera, and he asked me what he was supposed to do with the kids. I asked if he even bothered to request the time off of work. He would never answer me and said he had an important business trip. He said Anna won't give the contact info for the babysitters and asked me if I could watch the kids. I told him to get the fuck off my property with his bullshit. If he were any kind of a parent, he would already have the contact info for the babysitter. Anna prepared meals for the kids, organized all of their clothes for the week, and left the detailed itinerary for their schedule. What else does he need? Our parents and his in-laws won't return his calls. He is flying solo this week and had to cancel his alleged business trip. Anna says she will get to the bottom of that when she gets back home. I hope she has the best time with her friends. I hope Dick does not get a moment of peace. No one is buying his lies or coming to his rescue, and I laugh when I think about it. Good luck, bro. Update. I got a lot of messages for updates. I'm going to leave it in the comments. I'm going to start with the good news first. Anna is going to divorce Dick. Thanks to a family member, she was able to get an appointment with a lawyer this week. She comes very highly recommended. When Anna came home on Sunday night, Dick was waiting with a suitcase and said it was his turn to take vacation, and he left. No arguing, he just left. In his warped mind, his silence is meant to punish Anna, but he's just making her life easier. While he is gone, she is going to be making copies of all financial documents she can find. She hopes he really teaches her a lesson and stays gone. The house was a wreck. She moved all of the Dick's crap from the master's bedroom into his office. All his shit is laying on the floor. You can't even walk in here. There is not even a room for a twin air mattress. The kids enjoyed their time with Dick. They were asking him for today and want to spend time with him. Anna called him and he did answer and spoke with the kids and told them he was on a business trip. She is going to file it for joint custody. If he does not want 50% custody, then he will have to turn it down on the record. She also found out last Tuesday, when he was supposed to be watching kids, he was tagged in a picture at the bar playing pool. So much for working. He did not even untag himself, which shows he really does not give a fuck. He doesn't love Anna or like her, but he must hate her to act like that. I don't get it. He absolutely disgusts me. That is all. I'll have to update. Update number 2. I finally caught up with Anna. She decided not to go with the lawyer she consulted with originally. She found a new lawyer that was a better fit. He specializes in high conflict asset divorces and has years of experience dealing with men that have Dick's need for control. There's a lot of behind the scenes information gathering that needs to be done before Dick is served. Dick is served. The lawyer said he needs 3 to 4 weeks. When it's real life, the process is much longer. Anna was warned if they go into litigation, the divorce can drag on for 1 to 2 years if she's lucky. So to prepare herself, the lawyer emphasized to Anna not to tell him their marriage is over until the papers are filed with the court and the process server has been lined up. She is going to tell him she filed up for divorce and have him served within minutes. I do not remember the legal term, but there is an automatic order in the place with the feeling neither party will be able to make unilateral decisions regarding their marital assets, which basically prevents Dick from pulling any shady shit. If he does, then that is what her lawyer is there for. Her demeanor is different from when I last saw her. She is confident and had this I don't give a fuck attitude. Whatever love she used to have for Dick is well and truly dead. I see it. When she talked about him, it was with the same contempt he has for her. She was talking about him like I do. After they get their temporary orders, she has no hope of them coming to a temp agreement. She said that the only communication she will have with him is through lawyers and parenting app. After strategizing with her lawyer and coming up with a plan, she feels like she has her life back and some direction. I feel like I was talking to a stranger, but I love this new confidence and determination she has. Dick was gone all week to God knows where. Anna did not contact him one time unless the kids wanted to speak with him. It was the radio silence on her end. In the past, she always kept in close touch and would pick his sorry ass from the airport. Due to her distance, Dick knew he was in trouble. There was no shock on his end when his office was trashed and Anna told him he would be sleeping there moving forward. He had the audacity to ask how long she was going to be angry. He is treating this like a temper tantrum she is throwing. She used his asinine question as a chance to inform him how things would be moving forward. Keeping her lawyer's advice in mind, she told him that it's going to take her a long time to get past what she did and he needs to give her a lot of space. I can picture that sob now, thinking he is off the hook and better behave himself until they go back to normal. Anna said she wanted to throw up in her mouth saying that, but she needed to lull him into a false sense of security. She also brought up his lack of involvement with the kids and told him moving forward he would be the primary caregiver every other weekend, and he needed to pay attention to them in the evening without being prompted. I don't think he can see what is in front of him due to his arrogance. If my husband kicked me out of the bedroom and told me I was taking care of our kids by myself every other weekend, I would know a divorce was coming. For the first time ever, Dikwa has taken the kids to school every day this week without being asked, so he's using his kids to try to get back in Anna's good graces. He has no idea what is coming his way. I wanted to address the MLM Anna is involved with. I really regret saying she was involved with one because it detached from the real issues in her marriage and took on a life of its own. I first want to say Anna spends her funny money on the MLM. Dick would have lost his mind if she used his money. Her involvement, in my personal opinion, is based on the friendship she has made. I also think the person left her vulnerable to being entangled with them. I'm not going to tell her she's an idiot for joining one. I tried to warn her, but she told me she knew what she was doing. I'm hoping she no longer feels the need for those friendships after she's free of Dick, if they are conditional like I suspect. Anna is laying low and Dick is behaving, so I don't think there will be an update until he gets served. New update. 2 months after the second update. A lot has happened the past couple of weeks. Dick was served with papers and he actually took it well and did not act like he was blindsided. He claims he was planning to divorce Anna and had just secured a lawyer. Dick told Anna she has made his life a living hell and he would be happier in living on the street. The part that is killing him is that she's treating him with indifference and he can no longer control her. She called him out of all of his lies, deflection, and cheating when he said he would rather be homeless than spend one more day with her. Well, he finally admitted to cheating with no remorse and even offered to answer any questions out of pure spite. She only had 2 questions, and that was when he started cheating and how often did he fake business trips. He has been cheating on and off for 4 years, so around the time their youngest was born. He faked business trips every chance he got. She told me everything she wanted to know and he seemed disappointed she had no more questions. For the life of me, I cannot figure it out where his anger is rooted. This man did whatever the fuck he wanted, when he wanted, and basically lived 2 lives. Dick decided on his own to move out. Anna's lawyer told her to move out before the temporary custody agreement was in place. You have to assume Dick's lawyer gave the same advice, but he is ignoring it. Dick decided to be a petty bitch and took Anna's espresso machine and blender with him. That's all the household items he chose to take. He made a dramatic exit by leaving his wedding ring, house keys, and click her on the counter and telling her he will never step foot in the house again. She told him that was a promise he better keep and throw his wedding ring in the trash right in front of him. Getting him out of the house was an act of divine intervention. She is beyond thrilled to have him gone. This past Father's Day weekend, he had the kids in the new place. He was supposed to return them Sunday evening and unilaterally decided he was keeping them longer. Anna told him to keep them until Friday evening and he could start 50-50 right away. With this extra free time, she went on camping trip. With this extra time, she went on a camping trip, and Dick had to scramble. He's like a toddler trying to test his limits with his mother and then facing consequences. Dick Lawyer still needs to file a response. He asked Anna if she planned to go back to work. She asked him if he were in her position, would he go back to work if he did not have. Dick of course said he would go back to work. Lol. I hope Dick is mentally preparing himself to support two households. I think his lawyer educated him because he's now taking Anna what she plans to do versus telling her what she's going to do. Right now, they are being civil. Hopefully their lawyers can negotiate settlement. It will be easier since they are living apart. He's being mad at me, and I am a traitor. Upset with our parents about their lack of support, but has no problem asking them to babysit last minute. At least he has his toxic bros to validate his life decisions. If anything major happens, it will update, but everything is with his lawyers now. The story has ended. This is the story of the Mr. Dick. I don't know about the opinions. I think Dick was being a dick, and that's why he got his nickname. He was, I guess, exploiting her throughout their marriage. He was not committed. He didn't see her as the love of his life, and that's why he mistreated her. I think her wife Anna was really such a great caregiver. She was very gentle probably, and she was very kind to everyone. So that's why she was exploited, because she loved him for who he is, and I think he didn't appreciate her because maybe he was too comfortable in all of the care he was given by her, and thought he can just abuse this kindness from her. And that's how it ended, I guess. He thought he can do everything. Maybe he had very bad influence from the surrounding people he was speaking to, and maybe, as in the story said, maybe some of his friends gave him bad influence to not take care of his household, to not be a part of this family. Well, but from what we can see, the story ended probably on a quite conclusive note. Everything is going to be settled, and I'm having all of the best wishes for the Anna, and I hope she is gonna do well in life, and everything is going to be okay for her. What do you guys think? And at the same time, I think this video is going to be ending right now. I'm still just testing it out. I'm testing the microphone. It's my first time speaking with this microphone. I'm testing everything. Just mining. This is not only the first video for me, but it's just the first time I'm learning to do all of this, what I'm doing right now. I do not know what I want to do with this YouTube channel. I don't know what I have to do, what works, what doesn't work. This sort of style of video making with Minecraft and Reddit stories, I think it's a good start for me as a person to try to test out my, I guess, English capability, and because I'm not a native speaker. So yeah, so it just I don't know if someone watches this video. Oh look, what is this? If someone watches this video, I hope you guys should just give me some reviews to tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and if I manage to force myself to make more videos, I'm gonna then force myself, and I'll try to improve on the recommendation. I'm gonna try to improve even more, and we'll see how it will go. Oh, would you look at that? This weird geezer, or how is it called, just exploded. I'm not sure what is this. Is it like sauna or something? No, not sauna. Whatever. Anyways. I'm really grateful for whoever, maybe it's one person or two person, or if I'm lucky enough, maybe 10 or 20 people who watches this video. I hope you had a great time listening, even if it was not that professional, but I'm still grateful for you to listening up until the end, and I hope to see you on the next videos. Goodbye.